How to know if you're being cheated on. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. So this is a question that I got a couple of days ago. Long time listener, he said, hey, I've been talking to this girl for he said 6 months. The thing's been going pretty well. For the last 2 months, they've been going steady. But he thinks she still might have somebody on the side. And this stuff, this is really, this type of stuff makes me laugh because I'm like, look, if she is, nothing you can do about it. Really? It was a guy. Matter of fact, check this out. A couple of days ago, last week, a guy said, I don't even remember his ID name. And he said his girlfriend was in Jamaica for 2 weeks. And he says he thinks she has a guy over there. So I said, hey, it doesn't really matter. There's no need for you to worry about it because you can't do nothing about it. She's in Jamaica and you're over here in America. I mean, it's not much to talk about. I always looked at, let me tell y'all, on one side of the coin, I really don't have time to worry about what a woman is doing when she's away from me. I always look at it like this. If assuming that I spend a lot of time around this woman, I don't necessarily have to live with her, but assuming we spend a lot of time together, one day she says, hey, you know what? I've known you for a while. I learned a lot from you. But I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. I'd be like, hey, take care of yourself. I hope that other guy, I want to meet him. Well, I bet you he's a bad son of a bitch, boy. He better be. Because I know who I am. And I know what I bring to the table. I know how I get down. If he ain't an upgrade, you just playing yourself. You see, I know what's out here. It ain't much. It ain't much out here, boy. I tell you, it's rough in these streets. So I haven't had a lot of women that just say, hey, I don't want to talk to you no more. Very few. Most of the time I usually end up cutting them off. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just telling you how it is. Very few women, even the ones that did leave, they went out there. Women like to test the waters. They go out there testing waters, and they call back a couple weeks later. Hey, what you doing? Hey, how you doing? They call back because that thing it ain't easy out there. It ain't what you think out there. See, a lot of people think the grass is green on the other side, but it's not. It's a different type of grass. There's a lot of lame dudes out there. There's a lot of no good for nothing women out here. It's not easy out here. There's a lot of people out here that just misrepresent themselves. I feel like men should just be honest with women. Say what's on their mind. Sit down and talk about it. And women should be open to hearing that. And women should be honest with guys. But no, you can't do that. Because if women be honest with guys and really say what's on their mind, then that's where the judging gonna come in. And name calling. So we kind of in a clusterfuck in this society on both sides of the coin. One side is very judgmental towards the women, you know, and a lot of guys just don't understand female nature. Don't want to understand female nature. They want women to be the way they want them to be. You know, they want women to be the way they want them to be. As soon as a guy sees one thing that he doesn't like about a woman, he'll cut her off. He'll threaten to cut her off and start getting a name calling and all that stuff. That's why a lot of women just sneak out. And sometimes I can't blame them. They'll just sneak out. The whole relationship is built upon her sneaking out every once in a while. You know? I mean, as soon as the woman do one thing that he don't like, it don't necessarily have to be anything bad. It could be with him. He'll be like, hey, you do this with every guy? People like, what? Yeah. A lot of these guys are like that, man. You must do this all the time. You know, that type of deal. You do this with every guy, yeah. So a lot of women be like, man, I'll just play the game. So then both sides start playing games. And both sides are being disingenuous. And then the relationship don't go nowhere. It crumbles. And see, when people cheat, it ain't really got nothing to do with you directly. Now, some people will say, a lot of women do this. They'll try to shame you and make you feel bad. Because you don't want to take responsibility for their actions. No way. They'll say something like, well, if you've been taking care of your business as a man, I wouldn't have had to go outside the marriage. I wouldn't have had to go outside our relationship. They'll say something like that. That's basically just trying to shame you into feeling guilty about what she done. And it ain't really had nothing to do with you. She just being greedy and selfish. Really. She probably wanted to do it anyway. Just didn't do it in the beginning or when things were going well because it was maybe the relationship broke down. Maybe she had a lot of respect for you, or maybe it was fair there in the beginning when things were going well. See, a lot of people are childish. A lot of women are very childish. See, when things are going well, they'll play the game. And when things not going so well, they'll be like, oh, I'll do what I want. I'll go out there and get another guy, sleep with another guy, one night stand or whatever. But that's who the real person is. That's her true character. Because if you're playing the game, that's disingenuous. The real person, it's like if somebody gets mad, angry, or they drinking, get drunk, and start talking that talk, that's the real person. People show their true character in most cases. There's always exception to the rule, but for the most part, especially if somebody's drinking, pay attention to what they're really saying. Especially if they're drunk. Pay attention to what they're really saying, because everything is going to come out. When they get angry, when most people get angry, they're saying things that they wouldn't normally say, because they don't got the balls to say it. That's what they really mean. That's how they really feel. If somebody cries, same thing. It's all emotion based at the end of the day. The alcohol bring out the emotions, the anger bring out the emotion. That's how they really feel at the moment. So that's why when people come back and say, oh, I apologize, why are you apologizing for something that you meant? that's what you meant at that time. That's why I'm not really a fan of apologies. You know, I'm not at all. So I mean, I kind of like, I always look at it like most people cheat on themselves. Because that's who they are. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it, nothing I can do about it. That's who they are. They cheat on themselves. They don't really take themselves serious. But they want you to take them serious. Oh, man. And a lot of women have conflicting thoughts within inside them. On one hand, they want to do the status quo. They want to do what looks good on the surface. But on the other hand, they want to do what they really want, which is who they are. So I have conflicting thoughts. And they go back and forth all day long. 24 hours. Even when they sleep, when they dream, they have conflicting thoughts. On one side, they want to be that motherly figure with kids, respectable woman, dressed nice, casual, hair, dress, shoes, nails, done, look good, smell good. But on the other side, they want a guy to knock their socks off, knock the dust off her in the sack. Pull her hair and spank her and do all that. You know, they maybe want a threesome. But after the threesome, don't call me a hoe. Don't call me no names. Don't disrespect me. See? They're fighting against their true self. And I'm not saying all women are like this, but there's a lot of women out there that's like this. That's like that. There's a lot of women they have an image in the public, behind the scenes is something else. It's like the opposite. It's like the devil and the devil behind the scenes. And a lot of guys don't like that. Because a lot of guys are, to most guys, that doesn't make any sense. And how can a woman, like for example, be a principal or a professor at college, and she's hanging around guys that's like street dudes? This is an example. She's hanging around street guys, street women that's living the life or in the life. She doesn't hang around people that's other professors in her area of expertise or profession. She hang around people that's in the life, living the life, and she's getting knocked down by some of those same type of dudes. Now, to some guys, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to some guys. Some guys be like, man, why are you attracted to that guy? You know, and I'll take it a step further on you. There's some other nationalities, look at other nationalities of guys and be like, why are you hanging around him? Why are you interested in him? He's disenfranchised. His group is disenfranchised. Why are you attracted to that guy? Or why are you hanging around that guy? I make more money than that guy. I have a better position than that guy. I have a better position at the job than that guy. I'll take it. This shit is deep, man. I can take it. I can take it way out there, but that's a video for another day. You know, everybody's not ready for that. There's some guys that think like this. They'd be like, so because I used to run. This used to happen to me when I was in college. You would have, and even in the military, you would have certain women around. Maybe wasn't in a working environment always. It was one of those things where certain guys just thought that certain guys didn't have a chance with certain women. So they would assume that just because y'all were talking or in the same company, sitting down talking to each other at the bar, they just assume that regardless of what y'all talking about, that guy ain't got a shot in hell. So that same guy would walk up and just butt in the conversation, just rudely interrupt the conversation, because he, in his mind, he ain't got a shot. So I'm gonna just go over there and just interrupt and take over the whole conversation, which wasn't the case at all. But this is how a lot of guys think. A lot of guys think like this. A lot of guys don't understand why certain women are attracted to certain guys. And even some women don't understand why they're attracted to certain guys. Some of them try to fight it. Like again, they have, especially these other groups of women. Oh my God, it's times 10x. They, at the job, this is a good example. They have, they don't understand why certain guys they gravitate towards and certain guys they don't. The guys that they want to gravitate towards, they ain't feeling. They're not feeling them like that. But the guys that they do gravitate towards, those guys are not even on their radar. But those are the guys they talk to most of the time. And a lot of guys on the job, as I said, they can't understand that. They think that everything should be status quo. Everything status quo ain't got nothing to do with nature. Status quo is made up. That's what a lot of guys see. A lot of guys want to use logic with everything, but things ain't got nothing to do with no logic. Ain't got nothing to do with no logic. People cheat because they're lacking something. It could be sex. It's mainly sex. Mainly, I mean, that's the difference between a player and a alpha dude, a player versus a beta dude. It's mostly sex. It's sex driven. Sex, you can say sex appeal or he knocking that back out, but that's basically what it's really about. At the end of the day. So if you're a guy, I mean, nobody's going to tell you this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this video. If you're a beta male and you're not fulfilling your woman in the sack, she's going to cheat on you 9 times out of 10. Nobody's going to tell you that. But I'm here to tell you that. If you're a beta male, if you're not pleasing your woman in the sack, somebody else will. The only way she won't do it is if she suppresses her natural urges. And that's where religion comes in. And that's where meditation comes in. And that's where the churches come in. Because they suppress what women really want to do, but they don't do it. But assuming that she's not into religion at all, and y'all been together for a long time, or y'all planning on being together for a long time, maybe y'all got them kids, something like that. Or maybe you work long hours, she work long hours. Maybe y'all got kids together and you're so busy doing this and that or whatever. And if you ain't fulfilling your duties in the sack, somebody else will. Just give it time. Nobody else is going to tell you that. So, hey. Like this video. Share this video if you like it. Subscribe if you like it. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.